everybody, it's Manny. It's week 17, last episode of the year, at least for the regular season, last normal episode of the year. I thank everybody for watching before I start. And next year I'll be sure to think of some new things, keep it a little innovative, change it up a little bit. I don't know, find some way to make it better. So, week 17, a lot of teams have nothing to play for. We're going to keep that in mind. That's why some of these numbers are going to look funny to you. Starting with Indianapolis and Buffalo. Buffalo's -9. It has a lot to do with Indy tanking it last week. They obviously, or the coach didn't really worry too much about the undefeated record because he pulled the starters. They were up by 5. I do think Buffalo's going to cover this game. I think Buffalo's going to try hard, kind of trying to finish on a good note because definitely a disappointing season for them. All right, New Orleans, Carolina. There's no real line there. New Orleans will probably lay an egg, but, you know, be careful with that one. Jacksonville at Cleveland. Jacksonville statistically, I think, still in it. Maybe not. Either way, I like Cleveland. They've been playing better at the end of the season. I don't think Jacksonville, I think, you know, they're pretty much eliminated. I think it's going to take a miracle for them to get in. Philly at Dallas. I do like Dallas. Philly's been playing better. They seem to be a better team all year. Donovan's got a lot of weapons, but I kind of like Dallas in this game. I think they're going to be more used to playing in that building. I think it's probably a tough place to get used to with that giant screen. I don't know. I have no idea what it'd be like to kick in there or punt or anything. So we'll see. Call a play. Hear what you're doing. Chicago at Detroit, 3.5. It's kind of an ugly line. I do like Chicago. Been playing well late in the season. I think Detroit's boys hurt Matthew Stafford. And I was telling somebody the other day that I thought he should get a look for Rookie of the Year just because they won 2 games. In a way, that's a joke, but, you know, in a way it's not because they didn't win any games last year, and leading Detroit to victory is not an easy task. New Orleans at Houston. Houston -8. I'm sorry, New Orleans. New England. New England, Tom Brady and the boys at Houston. Houston's -8. Brady will play. I read that on ESPN.com. But for how long, you know, is he going to put him in for 1 or 2 series and take him out? Houston -8. 8's a lot. New England does play with a lot of pride, even if it's a backup quarterback. I mean, how many backup, you know, can you run a whole team of backup? I mean, how many players do they have, right? -8 in Houston. New England's got to travel from cold weather to hot weather. I still like New England. Take the 8 points. Be careful with this one, though. Anytime you have a team that doesn't have a clear-cut, you know, reason to play hard, it's kind of rough, especially week 17. Pittsburgh -3.5 at Miami. I'm going to take Pittsburgh. I hate that number, that 3.5. Just don't even play on this one. I'm just pretty much picking a side because, you know, that's the point of the show, right? But don't play on that. 3 and a hook. I don't know. If you're going to play it down to 3 or buy a money line on Pittsburgh, but careful. Giants at Minnesota. Minnesota's -9. Do they have something to play for? I think they do. I think they need to win to secure the seed, or else I don't know. Arizona gets it. I want to say. I don't know. Minnesota's probably gonna smoke them in that dome. New York's just not right this year. Let's see. Cincinnati at the Jets. Jets are playing for a playoff spot. Cincinnati, I guess, doesn't have anything to play for, judging by the line. 10's a lot, though. I'm going to take the 10 again. I know. What do we think? What do you guys think? Am I crazy taking Cincinnati even though they don't have anything to play for? I'm pretty sure. I looked at the statistical deal, and I think that they get, you know, their spot no matter what. I think that New England wins a tiebreaker with them, so they don't really have a whole lot of incentives to win. I'm going to take Cincinnati in the 10 points. I don't think that they're going to lose by that much if they lose. San Francisco -7.5. Careful with that one, though, guys. It's nasty. It's nasty. This is a tough week. San Francisco -7.5 at St. Louis. I guess that line is saying that Singletary is going to have his boys playing harder than, you know, the other team. I like St. Louis. I just put an @ sign right there because I didn't have one. Take St. Louis in the 7.5. It's just kind of a grimy game. I don't know. Atlanta -2 at Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay. They're playing at home. Atlanta has nothing to play for. Disappointing all year. Tampa Bay, that rookie quarterback, I think he's got the. I think he's wants to win the game. Got something to prove. Every game is important. His development. So I think they'll play hard. Green Bay at Arizona. Oof, Green Bay going to the desert. I like Arizona minus 3.5. Usually I don't like giving the 3.5, but I don't feel too bad about this time. Kansas City at Denver. 11. I heard Brandon, what's his name's not playing. Brandon Marshall. Best receiver on the team. I guess he had a little issue with the coach. I don't know. Still take Denver. Kansas City's no good. Washington at San Diego. San Diego minus 3.5. I think they have their spot locked up, but Washington's so bad. They got to travel all the way to San Diego, California, kind of far. San Diego's just better. They got a couple running backs running the ball hard. They got Sproles and Tomlinson. Take San Diego. Okay, and last but not least, Tennessee minus 4 at Seattle. Vince Young's trying to prove his spot, and Seattle's just so wishy-washy bad this year. So that's pretty much it, guys. Pick of the week. Nothing really jumps out at me, I guess. Geez, I like Chicago more than anything else. To smoke Detroit. Who knows who's going to start the quarterback for Detroit, like Culpepper or something. I don't know. Somebody. Who knows? I like Chicago. And I was looking at this too, guys. Yeah, be careful with the Pittsburgh game. Going to Miami in that humid atmosphere might get a little rough. I don't know if I like that one. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. This is my first season. We'll wrap up the regular season. Catch me next week. There's going to be less games. I'll go more in depth, because there is less games. So, see how we divide up the board. It's going to be for us both. So anyway, thanks so much.